They say secrets always come out. But what if the secret isn't gossip, or money, or lies? What if it's a disease you didn't even know you were carrying? Picture this. You're Dandy. Young, full of life, feeling unstoppable. Or maybe you're Cherry, vibrant, confident. Sure, you've made the right choices. Life feels perfect. But guess what? Beneath that perfect smile, beneath the glowing skin, something is brewing. Something you can't feel, can't see, and won't even think about until years later, when it's too late. Today we're telling the story of Dandy and Cherry and the 5 STDs that hide in silence. Stay with me, because number 5 will change the way you think about your health forever. Welcome to Zugen Health YouTube channel. Sit tight. Let's dive in now. Let's start with Dandy. He's in college, living the dream. No symptoms, no problems. But what he doesn't know, he's carrying chlamydia. Over 70% of men and women with chlamydia feel nothing. No burning, no pain, no unusual discharge. Dandy thinks he's safe. But inside, the bacteria are multiplying. Months pass. A year passes. Still no symptoms. But silently, his body is being scarred. For men like Dandy, it can lead to painful swelling and infertility. For women like Cherry, chlamydia can block fallopian tubes, making it harder, sometimes impossible, to have children. Now, imagine, 10 years later, Dandy and Cherry are married, trying for a baby. Doctor after doctor, test after test. The result? Infertility. And the cruel twist? The cause was an STD from years ago that never said a word. Chlamydia is silent today, but tomorrow it can rewrite your future. Now let's turn to Cherry. She feels confident. She's careful. She checks herself often. No warts, no blisters, no pain. She's certain she's healthy. But HPV, the human papillomavirus, it doesn't play fair. Some strains leave no marks at all. They sit in silence, blending in, waiting. Cherry feels fine, but in reality, the virus has already begun its quiet damage. Years later, she goes for a routine checkup. The doctor looks serious. "We've found abnormal cells on your cervix." That's how Cherry learns HPV can turn into cervical cancer. And here's the shocker. Experts estimate that almost everyone who's sexually active will get HPV at some point. Some strains are harmless, others deadly. But most never know until it's too late. Cherry thought no symptoms meant no problem. But with HPV, silence can turn fatal. Dandy again. This time it's gonorrhea. We often picture it as a dramatic pain, burning, obvious signs. But in reality, nearly half of cases show nothing. Dandy feels fine, so he doesn't worry. But this isn't just gonorrhea. It's evolving. Around the world, doctors are reporting super gonorrhea strains that resist nearly every antibiotic. Think about that. A disease spreading silently, unstoppable by modern medicine. And Dandy, he doesn't even know he's carrying it, let alone spreading it. By the time symptoms appear, it could be too late. Pelvic pain, infertility, joint damage. And the terrifying part? Scientists warn we may soon run out of treatments entirely. Silent today, untreatable tomorrow. Gonorrhea isn't just a personal problem. It's a global, ticking time bomb. Cherry has never seen a blister, never felt an itch. No reason to worry, right? Wrong. Herpes is tricky. It hides inside the nerves, sometimes for life, without ever showing a single symptom. But here's the catch. You can spread it even when you don't know you have it. Doctors call this asymptomatic shedding. So one day, after years of silence, Cherry suddenly develops her first outbreak, and it changes everything. The stigma, the conversations, the fear of rejection. And yet, she had no idea she'd been carrying the virus all along. Herpes isn't all it leaves are emotional. Relationships tested. trust breaking, and it all started with silence. Space. Cherry thought no symptoms meant safety. But herpes? It hides until the moment it chooses to reveal itself. And finally, the most dangerous silence of all, syphilis. At first, it's just a small sore. Painless, it heals on its own. Most people shrug it off and forget. Then comes the quiet. Years can pass, nothing unusual, nothing alarming. But beneath the surface, syphilis is spreading, slowly, patiently, until one day it reaches the brain, the heart, the nervous system. Dandy and Cherry, both older now, begin noticing strange symptoms: memory loss, vision problems, chest pain. Doctors run tests. The shocking result? Advanced syphilis. This is why it's called the Great Imitator. It copies the signs of other illnesses, fooling doctors, fooling patients, until it's too late. Left untreated, syphilis doesn't just damage health, it ends lives. And the scariest part? That tiny sore years ago was the only warning. A disease that hides for decades, only to return as a killer. If this opened your eyes, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video, hit the like button, and subscribe to Zugen Health, because together, we can break the silence and save lives.